Look, there's fucking eyeballs over here, dude.
I'm going to find you.
Oh god. Hey everybody, Angelic here. We're back with another part of Slay This Princess. I stream this live on twitch.tv/AngelicVengeanceTV. I appreciate all of you who watch my videos and show up to my streams. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. What shall I do now? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
Enter the basement.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Don't let it fool you.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
We'll be
I
fine.
don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm gonna tell her.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
How long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Well, I know how dangerous you are. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
True.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Yeah.
She has a point.
She does
There's
have
a
a point.
reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
But I do know you.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like
know
I
two
said,
other versions of
it's
you.
all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
A subjugating monarch. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while we decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Nah.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our
I'm
sakes
deciding
it's
to
the
keep
right
you locked
one.
up. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
No. You're being locked here forever.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
The basement door.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh no.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
I refuse.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Fuck off.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Fuck
When I
off.
get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh, but I do.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely does inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
She'll never get out.
You jolt awake in the middle
Oh,
of the
no.
night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
She's out.
Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
He's
Where
gonna
is she?
kill me.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
What the fuck is
It isn't all
happening?
at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Fuck off.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
I hate the narrator. And this princess is so creepy.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
What is she? Paralyzing me or what?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Oh no.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd
Seconds.
say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
No, this is not the end.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare. Oh no. Proceed to the cabin. Which voice
Oh,
will be in
boy.
my head now?
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she
I
will
bet
do
it's the
everything
scared
in her
voice.
power to stop you
The
from slaying
frightened.
her.
The voice of the friend.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
The voice of the paranoid. I'm taking the knife.
The interior
Oh
of the
shit,
cabin
there's
is
no
plain,
door.
the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement
There's
doorway.
no fucking door.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Her eyes. Look, there's fucking eyeballs over here, dude. What the fuck is this shit? There's fucking people over there. What the fuck?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
I don't know, man.
Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
I'm taking that knife.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
True.
Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
A bomb. We're gonna nuke this bitch.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
True, he is sending us to our death. A repeated death.
You
Oh,
cross
there's-
over the threshold,
there's eyes,
onto a
too.
series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Never. That's what I'm saying.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that
Fresh
isn't meant for a creature
Lightning
of flesh
and
and blood.
static.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
This dude said fresh lightning and static.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Nah.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
True. How hard is it to throw a
It
knife?
can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
What the fuck?
It'll be enough.
Step off into the void between the stairs. I'm picking it.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I thought I'd just fall into eternity. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the
Oh
stairs.
no. What is she
As
gonna...
you emerge,
what the
you
fuck?
find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks.
What is this
suspended
game?
in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
I've seen a lot of shit in this game. This scares me that I am given a choice between two... I was expecting the princess to be here, but nah, I got two different roads I can take.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
I mean, there's eyes everywhere.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just
Incredibly.
matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
This definitely is not an ordinary
I'm
basement.
going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
I feel your pain.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, God. Fuck this bitch. Go left, go right, do nothing. Go back the way you came. I'm going back.
You turn back to the stairs,
Oh,
only
no.
to find that they aren't there.
What the fuck am I looking at?
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
What the fuck is
I
that?
told you I was going to find
What
you.
am I looking at?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
She's lightning.
Your arms quickly follow.
She's paralyzing me.
This is it, isn't it?
Because I didn't do anything. I just left her down there.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
What the fuck, man?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your
Oh my
blood
God.
begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
That scared the shit out of me.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
I don't know why,
lungs,
but the voice of the paranoid just
nerves,
makes this so much worse.
liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
What the fuck, man?
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
I'm reapproaching death? Why has the narrator accepted that I've been here before again?
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Seconds, he says.
Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
I just want to die at this point.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Oh my god.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Liver.
Keep going, voice of the paranoid.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I don't think I could do that. Why wouldn't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
enjoying the show.
She's cruel.
Princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
That is very true.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine.
This
Heart,
is
lungs, liver,
something else, man.
heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves,
One moment, and then you're
liver,
gone.
nerves,
Just
lungs,
like
liver,
that.
heart.
Just like that.
Ah, and there's the fear.
The fear.
She pulls away. Liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
What happened after you killed me the last
I
time?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
She's just sadistic. If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try to be nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Oh my
You
god.
seem miserable.
I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
I know. You told me last time. Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
I mean, that's the same thing.
I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
I don't know, man. There is a lot of harm in letting you out because you're going to destroy the Earth, the planet. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Bust a blade and remain with your nightmare.
Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
A coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
What the fuck is happening?
No.
Let me out.
I refuse to let you out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
I refuse.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
No.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
I refuse.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
No.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You have to.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
He doesn't respond. The narrator has left us to our fate.
Oops. I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
No. Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Infinite chapters. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
What the fuck just happened? I was living infinite lives.
There was a princess, I think.
Voice
It's
of the
all so
broken.
fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Nah, we gotta let her out, bro.
Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it,
She's the one with power here.
nobody else can do much of anything.
True.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
How long? Just forever? We were there forever?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free.
I've lived all of the voices.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
I haven't heard the skeptic's voice yet.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
That's what I'm saying.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong. What if we don't go to the cabin? That's a good question. How many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
Nah, nothing will be
It
fine.
won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Proceed to the cabin, I guess.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
She's gonna push me down the hill. Like she said she was.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Nah.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
The fucking mirror, dude.
And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
To the
That's
mirror.
another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
The mirror's gone.
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
This is just unsettling altogether.
The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment.
She's gonna pop up with that.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else, don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
What the fuck is happening?
Deep in the bowels of the earth.
What is that?
You see something staring back at you.
Get out of
It's
here.
her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward. I was joking when I
What
said
the
that
fuck?
way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
What is happening?
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
Melt me?
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Oh my god. She's been torturing us for eternity.
Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out.
I
It'll be
refuse.
so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness.
Leave me alone.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
A little cage.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and dated memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
I hate you too, narrator.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Not be with you.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps,
Why is it so cold?
and we're going back to nothing. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Approach the mirror. What will I see now? You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
A tender heart, huh?
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try.
I've already said that before.
But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring back to you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. If you like this video, consider subscribing and watching some of my other content.